All right, so what's up, fam? Today we're going to talk about the pros and cons of owning real estate. So, first of all, is real estate an investment or is it a liability? A lot of people say that owning your own home is an investment. Others say that it's a liability. Let's look at this argument from both sides. As an investment, does it have the potential to go up in value? Yes, it does. As a matter of fact, real estate almost always goes up in value. More people have been made wealthy from real estate than anything else that I can think of. Um, and when I say that, I don't mean dollar amount. I mean the number of people. All right, so let's look at it from a liability side. How can owning real estate be a liability? Well, specifically, if you own your own house, owning your house, while it has its benefits, can be a liability. How can it be a liability? Let's say you lose your job or you lose your source of income. That mortgage still has to be paid every month, and there's no way you can get rid of it as long as you own the property. Now, at the same time, when you own a piece of property, it can be a way of locking in the amount that you spend each month on your living expenses. Because generally, if you own a piece of property or own the place you stay and you stay there long term, that amount is fixed. And what tends to happen over time is your income will go up while the amount that you're spending on rent or at least on your mortgage each month is going to remain fixed. So it does have an advantage in that manner. So you own a piece of property and you're finding that owning the property that you live in may not be the best solution for you. All right, let's talk about how we can take this situation and turn it to your advantage. Let's say you're living in a piece of property, but you don't necessarily need 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's just you. What can you do? Well, what I would immediately do is move out, hire a management company, and put somebody else in that property so they can pay the mortgage for you. All right. If you don't need 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, or whatever the scenario is, get somebody else in there and let them pay that mortgage for you. All right. And hire a professional management company. Now, where will you live? Well, that's going to be something for you to figure out. Number one, you can live on your friend's couch. Number two, which is what I suggest, is go out and get a mortgage. Yes, I know we just said move out of the house for staying in, but what you can do is get a mortgage. All right, and with this mortgage, it should be one that's owner occupied. And what you want to do is look for a duplex, a triplex, or a quadruplex that you can qualify for, okay, as a homeowner. And the reason I'm saying as a homeowner is because those mortgages allow you to put down less money than you would do if you was a property that you were buying as an investment. So if you buy this property as a homeowner, you can put down maybe 5 or 10%. If you're doing it as an investor, you're looking at something more in lines with 20, 25, maybe even 30%, depending on the company. All right, so if we're talking about a $200,000 piece of property, that's the difference between putting 10 to 20,000 down as a homeowner versus putting, say, if we're talking about 30% down or 25% down, putting 50,000 down as an investor. However, when you buy this piece of property as an investment property, now you've got, say, a duplex where the tenant is paying 75% of the mortgage and you're paying the remaining 25%. Again, hiring a professional management company, okay? Um, Outside of that, what you want to do is live there for whatever the amount of time the mortgage company requires you to live there for it being an owner occupied property. Then you want to repeat the same process. Now, you're saving a huge amount every month because you're not paying the full value of where you're staying. All right. So if you do this again, now you have two pieces of rental property in addition to the location you live in. So let's recap. You had the one owner occupant that you moved out of. You rented that one. Okay. You rented that one out. You bought the second piece of property, which is a duplex or more. All right. Then, after the amount of time the mortgage company requires you to live there for it being an owner-occupant property, you move from that property into your third piece of property, which will be at a minimum a duplex. All right. So this is called house hacking, guys, and that's just one way to do it. That's one way to make real estate work for you. All right. Hopefully you found this to be informative, and you guys have a good day.